And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to the Thunderdome in Archbold. Big matchup in volleyball tonight in the NWOAL. First place is on the line as the Blue Streaks entertain the Patrick Henry Patriots. With John Hording tonight filling in for Miles Holliday. I'm Ray Roberts. Coach, first of all, great to see you again.
I appreciate the invite.
And looking forward to a great night of volleyball here. A couple of really good teams we're going to get to see.
Great teams. Both statistically are very, very even. I think, it seems like what I've seen, Patrick Henry at the net's going to be pretty tough. So Archbold's going to play some great defense to stay in the match, but I think they have the ability to do so.
Yeah, looking forward to what should be a good one tonight. Both teams coming in undefeated in the NWOAL, so you won't crown a champion tonight, as there are the updated standings in the NWOAL heading into this matchup tonight. So the winner's going to take a giant step forward with just one match to come after this one. So first place again on the line. Let's dive in a little bit about these two teams. Let's start with the Patriots of Patrick Henry. Their lone loss seems like forever ago, back to September the 2nd at Leipzig, where they fell in 5 sets. By the way, Leipzig team also pretty good.
They're always good. Traditionally, they're a solid team.
So you take a look at this lineup for Patrick Henry, by the way, just in action yesterday, sweeping Bluffton. And it, John, is relatively young. You see a sophomore, Kinley Crossland, a lot of kills, really, really good serving, and also made a Heber, a freshman.
When you have youth coming up through your program to build your foundation, you know some good years are coming, and they're already good with this young talent already.
That Crossland, 196 kills, also 38 aces. Heber, 158 kills. Karis Crossland, a senior, has 121 kills. Ada Chrisman, a senior who's going to play collegiate basketball, over 100 kills as well. So the numbers, not only are they good, but there's a lot of depth. They're going to rotate. The hitters are not the outside, it's the middle too.
Well, it gives the coach a lot of options if someone does struggle tonight to have that deep bench to fill in and try to keep things moving, hoping to get to that 25 as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, for Archbold, as you saw there at the top of our pregame, 12-4 to go along with their 5-0 mark in the NWOAL. Their losses, 5 sets to Ayersville, 5 sets to Whitmer, 5 sets to Kalida, and in their last game Saturday, swept by a Tenora team that Miles and I saw earlier this year. You just say the word Tenora, you kind of know what you're going to expect in volleyball.
Always tough, and same with Archbold. They've known for their high tradition of excellence in volleyball, and again, like we said, this is going to be a great matchup in their league tonight.
Yeah, led by Kennedy Hurst, a 6'1 junior, 185 kills to lead the way, 13 aces. Molly Harris, a freshman, adds in 138 kills and 26 aces, also 203 digs. And Miley Garricky, maybe not the eye-popping numbers for a player, but she is someone for Archbold that does a little bit of everything.
She does, and you got to have a senior like that who can kind of be the glue person, keep things together as you rotate through your lineup. And especially when she's in the front row, they want to keep her there as long as possible and cause some trouble at the net.
So looking for a good one here. Now, one number maybe a little concerning for Archbold, and you kind of reading it going through, as a team serving just 89%.
Yeah, I really believe, when I coached, serving and serve receive was such a huge part of who was going to win the match in the end. And for my teams, we want to be 90+ and at least 10 to 12 aces a night. And, Archbold's close, 89%. Patrick Henry's 92%, so their numbers are really, really close. But, the game against Evergreen, I don't know how many aces Patrick Henry had. I watched that
a lot.
It was amazing how much and how consistent they were behind the end line. And that'll be a factor tonight.
So looking forward to a good one tonight here between Archbold and Patrick Henry in our game tonight, brought to you by Bev Bundy Realtor. Call an experienced professional when buying and selling real estate. Bev Bundy has over 30 years in the real estate business and has sold over 5,000 homes. Call Bev today at LPG Realty, 419-290-4238. And we're also brought to you by Brian Ford. 0% financing is back on many new vehicles. Visit Brian Ford online at brianford.com. We're also brought to you by Bricks to Clicks. Saving you money on everything from toys to home decor. Save on Amish-built sheds, carports, and steel buildings. Follow us on Facebook or visit Bricks to Clicks at their 2 locations on George Street in beautiful Millbury, Ohio. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll give you some keys to the game, some things to look for. First place in the NWOAL is on the line. Archbold and Patrick Henry next here on NWOhio.live.
Discover your potential at Four County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose Four County Career Center.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. One in 3 adults has prediabetes, and you could be one of them. There are usually no signs for prediabetes, so it's important to understand your risk. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed, and you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Randy Roberts, John Horning back with you here from the Thunderdome as we get set for this huge matchup in the NWOAL between Archbold and Patrick Henry. Well, John, we're going to put you on the spot. Maybe not necessarily keys to the game unless you have some, but maybe some things that you're looking for out of both these teams tonight.
Yeah, I did a little bit of homework looking at some of the statistics. Something that stuck out to me was Patrick Henry has 4 girls with 30-plus aces on the season. Huge number. Archbold, not too far behind. They've got about 4 girls with about 20. So I think the serve-save game, like I said before, is going to be crucial to who's going to get on top early. And then at the net, who owns the net is going to win the match. So, like I said, both teams, they have some big sides at the net. We'll see how the setters run their systems. And then I'm just hoping it's a good match tonight.
I think we all are. We should be getting a good one here. By the way, we are going to be back with you again on Thursday night here on NWOhio.live. Apparently, some guy named Miles, who's been touring the Irish countryside for the last 10 days, wants to come try his hand at doing this. So,
well, I knew I had big shoes to fill tonight, but I hope he's having a great time.
We're sending him to Hilltop. So Pettisville Hilltop, as of right now, is going to be our broadcast Thursday right here on NWOhio.live. For those of you maybe don't know my partner for tonight, Coach Horning has won his fair share of games at Pettisville.
Coach there 15 years, and the Pettisville Hilltop rivalry is always a good one, and Janice over there has done a great job. And for our league, that'll be a big one for our girls as well.
So looking forward to that on Thursday. Of course, BBC, as we speak right now, in a handful of important matches. So now we'll ask you this. So the BBC, with the expansion to 8 teams, only plays 1 league game. Back in your day, in the old 16 league, you played everyone twice.
Yep.
Do you like that? Which one were you a fan of?
I prefer what we do now. I think it's better for our league as far as tougher competition. It puts a lot more emphasis on that one game when you play. And there's still some teams that we play twice, some we play just once. But to do the way we do it now and then opens up our league to play other teams outside of our league. I think as you get to tournament and play bigger, better teams, I think that's only good for us.
And also, I believe tournament draws will be Sunday for not only volleyball, but for soccer as well. Tons of changes at the district level.
It's crazy.
John and I spent the entire JV match discussing them, and we both have come to the conclusion that neither one of us have any idea what's going to happen. We appreciate the Northwest District Board putting the color-coded brackets
a lot more color,
to
yes.
help us figure it out,
Yeah.
but still didn't mean that either one of us, not that we're the smartest guys in the world, but I looked at it for 2 days. I passed it on to our guys here to figure out what our tournament games would be, and I still have no idea. So
Yep.
Sunday will just surprise me.
It's something new, and hopefully it works. And, at the end of the day, for all these teams and coaches, you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season. And come
Right.
tournament time, let the chips fall where they may.
So we will, by the way, have some tournament volleyball for you later on this season. So looking forward to lots of action. I think we go tonight, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then maybe another Tuesday, Thursday. As Ken Reeker shakes his head, he doesn't know. And then tournament time comes. So tons of volleyball. Tons of volleyball coming your way here on NWOhio.live. I know that. Well, it's going to be Archbold that's won first serve. So the officials making sure everyone is set. Our opening serve is in the air, and we are underway. Streaks dig an early one out. There's a block. Trying the attempted block of the net, but enough power to get through. And the opening point's going to be scored by Archbold.
Hey, it's always great to get that first point, especially hitting it through a block, and we'll see what Archbold does next.
Seems Miley Gerke opened up. Serving will continue on. Miley looking for that corner. That one dug out. Patrick Henry going on the attack. And set over by Ada Chrisman. Now a block. Send it back over, and Archbold will try once again. Try just a little touch, and we're going to get a carry at the net.
Yeah, a little tight, tough ball for Miley to get to. Now we're going to be back to the serve receive for Archbold and see what we got.
Patrick Henry will serve for the first time tonight. Going with Kenzie Weber. Good serve is dug out. Archbold tries to get something going. From the line, they're able to get it. Good effort in that back row by Patrick Henry. Just couldn't get it up front.
Yeah, just a little off speed. Try to keep the defense on their toes. Got to read.
So Lexi Ripke to serve for Archbold. Good attack for Patrick Henry. Just going a little dive right over, and then Archbold able to get up and over that front row for Patrick Henry.
Yeah, Patrick Henry was just a little bit out of system there, trying to make their switches a little late, and Archbold took advantage.
So Ripke will serve once again. One is going to be played. There's a kill attempt down the near sideline. And it looks like that is going to be ruled. Is that out?
I think it went long on the end.
Okay.
Yep. Just out.
It's Karis Crossland with the attempt. Expect to see a lot of that out of Patrick Henry tonight. Now they'll go opposite side, coming cross court. There's a good ball left in play.
Yeah, you can just tell. You can get a feel right now. It's just going to be a big-time fight back and forth. You're starting out, and then you want to see who can kind of make that gap early and then try to extend it as the match goes.
Retrieve the volleyball before we're ready to go. So here is the freshman, Maida Heber. That one will just graze the net and get over. And the opening ace of the night served by Patrick Henry.
Sometimes that net is your worst enemy, and sometimes it's your best friend.
Ball just died after it got across. Looks like Patrick Henry going after the libero for Archbold here in Reagan Wendt.
Yeah, and a lot of times coaches have scouted teams, and if there's someone that they think they can take advantage with, they will go after that person until they get taken out or they prove they can do it.
Archbold able to play this serve. And now Patrick Henry on the attack, going to that far side. Good attempt, through a block again, going to Crossland. Patrick Henry stays with the serve. They've now taken the lead here in our NWOhio.live scoreboard. Heber to serve once again. Oh, and sends the back row scrambling as she fires up her second ace.
Yeah, this is what I noticed when I watched that Evergreen film from when you guys did that earlier. Their serving is just really tough, and their servers, when they can stay back there 5-6 in a row, that's when that gap opens up on the scoreboard.
They've taken a small lead. Heber continues to serve. Archbold's back row's done a decent job digging it out. Now able to go on the attack. That ball is going to be deflected. It's going to stay in anyways. And a good kill for Kinley Crossland.
Yeah, right now I would say Patrick Henry's just kind of getting in the groove a little bit. You know, look for Archbold here to step up, get a good first pass here, get a good swing at the net.
And Patrick Henry's put together a run. And it's going to continue.
Tough serve.
And another deflection into the crowd for another ace. Leaning on your coaching experience, you get 2 a set. Would you think about using one this early?
Yeah, right now you're at 4. She served probably at least 5 or 6 now. I would give maybe one more and then think about regrouping with your team.
Heber with the serve. That one's going to roll up the arm. Having some trouble was Garricky. See what Debbie Culler elects to do. She's going to talk to her girls a little bit.
Yep, I think she's trying to shift the serve receive just a little bit, get a different girl back there, shift another girl up. The push number 9 back.
It's been a pretty good run for Patrick Henry. They were down 4-2. Now they lead this one 9-4. Big dig in that back row is going to lead to attack. There's a block.
Great block.
Patrick Henry able to stick
this is where
with
Archbold needs a score here.
And they're able to do just that as Molly Harris comes up with a play at the net.
Great swing by Molly. The block was there. She just powered right through. Yeah. Archbold wants to get on a run of their own.
See what the streaks can do. And it's going to start with an ace. So Autumn Beneke trying to get things going for the Streaks as her ace cuts that Patrick Henry lead to 9-6. Now here's Crossland looking. That one's going to be out of play. Just a touch too strong.
Just a little bit. Got a little bit under the ball. It's easy for those balls to go out, especially when you have a big swing like hers.
Beneke to serve once again. Playable ball. Crossland just have to touch at the net. Didn't get a chance to get all of it on it. And there's a nice big wall up front. A block for Ada Chrisman.
She is something Archbold they just need to be aware of where she's at. And the setter can also work and kind of get her out of system, get a one-on-one on the opposite side of where she goes.
So here is Whitney Feehan, the libero for Patrick Henry to serve. Streak's got to play this one from the back row. Feehan able to race up, play this one. Good set. Crossland's kill attempt ends up in the net.
Yeah, set was just a little off for her, and you know, sometimes you got to take something off the swing, just put it in the court and let your defense have another chance to fight.
Archbold will get the opportunity here as Molly Harris will serve. Patrick Henry will have to play this one from the back row. That one is played well by the libero in Went. Patrick Henry able to answer. Streaks get a deflection at the net.
Great dig.
Big swing. Both teams, nice job with digs. But unfortunately for Archbold, deflected ball ends up out of play. You expect that on teams like this that are really good.
Yeah, I mean, and I think they're both kind of just feeling things out still a little bit, trying to find a rhythm to the match. I'm watching where that first contact goes. As a setter, you want a ball inside the 10-foot line and nothing behind you. And so far, it's been inconsistent for both teams, and it's hard to get a consistent offense going.
Karis Crossland gets an ace as one rolls off the arm of Went. Next serve ends up out of play, so they'll trade the points. Still a 3-point lead for Patrick Henry early in this opening set. serve ends up in the net. So wondered if that would come into play. First real serving mistake I think either team's had.
Yeah, and one's not going to make or break the match, but again, you want to come back here with a good serve receive and take their serve away after their first one.
It's Kinley Crossland to serve. By the way, you got to mention, nice crowd here.
Great crowd.
One off the net. We're going to take a look at the replay here.
Yep. Again, you had good first contact. Setter had options at the net. Good swing. Good finish.
It's Carly Cruz now to serve for Archbold.
Nice ace.
Back row. A tough ball to play and an ace for Cruz. Looks like she's ready to go again. Tough ball coming right at Went.
It is great to have a back row player that can get up and swing like that. That's awesome.
So back row for Patrick Henry playing extremely well. Patriots to serve. Ella Chrisman will do the serving. Looking again at Went. This one's going to be deflected. Block made there for Patrick Henry as Ada Chrisman able to stand tall.
Yeah, the blockers made a great read on that. They were there almost before the hitter was ready to jump and hit. Just got to time it up and finish at the net.
Yeah, I didn't talk a lot about blocks, but Ada Chrisman, 95.
That's incredible
for
tonight. At this point in the season, that's really good.
Archbold tries to go cross court. There's one that ends up long.
Yeah, we're kind of getting to that point now, 16-11. We're going to 25. Archbold wants to be careful that it doesn't get too much more than this. It's a good pass.
Able to play a ball up front, but once
great
again.
So good. That's a great block.
Patrick Henry made the first attempt. You mentioned it, John, the dig, but then the block made there. You saw the replay. I believe that was Charlie Forward. Player not really talked a lot about for Archbold, but another player with a ton of experience.
Great timing. Get your serve back. Hopefully Archbold now can go on a run. Put a little heat on Patrick Henry.
So here's Miley Gerke to serve, looking for the corner, but it's going to be played well. Patrick Henry going on the attack. One's going to be ruled out. James got to have quick feet over there in the corner.
I say, James just took it like a pro.
Streaks to serve once again.
All right.
Ends up an ace. Dig ends up into the stands. And this is what you were looking for Archbold to get back into it.
Absolutely. Patrick Henry, they got to get a little quicker read on these serves so they're ready to receive a little quicker and get the ball to the setter with options. They're just a little late on their reads and really kind of reacting late to the volleyball.
Able to clear that one. They'll get a play now. Trying to get something set up. Tough play from the back row. This one ends up in the net. Well, Streak's able to battle back. It's now a 1-point game.
You can tell Patrick Henry's coach is a little frustrated the lead got away. But again, you're just one good pass away from getting back in it.
Miley Gerke, another good serve. Dig, unfortunately for Patrick Henry, was a perfect setup. Molly Harris puts it down.
Those are so exciting to see. Gets the crowd involved. Great timing by Molly to put it away.
Coach Moran having a conversation with his players. The veteran coach is the one himself, his fair share of games. Ace is going to be served on that far sideline, and it's going to lead to our first timeout of this opening set. 17-16 now, Archbold in front. And our game tonight brought to you by Willis Electric, industrial, commercial, and residential contractor, serving our community and beyond. Visit Willis.com to learn more. We're also brought to you by Spangler Candy World. Make sure you visit Spangler Candy World, located on the square in downtown Bryan. And for those of you that have never gone, like my partner, you can actually load a candy truck. They have a game. Cool. Yeah, I made it like 9 boxes, and then I loaded it incorrectly.
I'll have to check that out.
So there's a lot of cool stuff. Spangler Candy World. So Archbold continues to serve. They've battled back. Had an early lead. Patrick Henry took it away from them. Now the Streaks on the attack. Patrick Henry trying to get set offensively. Block. Both teams done such a great job at the net.
Great hustle.
There's a pass going to the middle. That one's going to be out of bounds.
I like the aggressive
call.
Yeah, I like the aggressive swing. It's just unfortunate it went out of bounds. Now we'll see what Patrick Henry's going to bring. Again, it's been a lot of serve, receive, like I talked before the match. It may come down to who can serve, receive the best.
A large Archbold student section below us. They would have come unglued if that ball would have stayed inbounds.
I totally agree.
Archbold able to dig out the Patrick Henry serve. Block had Archbold scrambling. The Streaks unable to keep that ball alive.
Yeah, not from a lack of effort, just sometimes it doesn't go your way. It's all about the next point at this point.
So Weber to serve once again for Patrick Henry. Floating serve just died right as it got to that back row.
It's a good pass.
Good set, good
Great
block. Huge block there. Lexi Ripke will get that one.
Outstanding timing. It's great to have that height, just finish. No one there to pick it up.
She came in leading Archbold with 36 blocks on the year. Patrick Henry's got to scramble a little bit with this one. That one's going to be ruled on a play. That's going to touch the, I was going to call it the foul pole.
The antenna.
The antenna, okay. Now we have an official name for it. Except in baseball, it's fair when you hit it. I don't know.
That's true.
Kill attempt ends up just out of play.
Yep, just it's her cut. She's coming at that angle. It's just a shorter angle for her to put the ball in the court. Now Archbold got a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Streaks kind of sensing this one as the
close.
serve ends up just out. Yeah. Looking for that far sideline. It's 2019. This one's been that close the entire way.
Say, this is the match we were hoping for. Good start. Great swing.
Kill there for Molly Harris. Patrick Henry.
And the set was off the net, which give her a little bit more of an angle before the block can get a read on it. Fast arm swing, great finish.
It's Autumn Beneke to serve once again. And the Patriots' turn to try to get something, and they will. So they answer, and they do with the Kinley Crossland kill.
And this is when they have an advantage when she's in the front row. She's probably going to be their number one option. Archbold blockers need to be aware of that and try to contest her as much as they can.
Feehan now to serve. Streaks them back to that far side. They found something they like, and it's Molly Harris.
Great set out to the pin. Molly went line this time instead of cross. Patrick Henry wasn't ready for it.
Streaks open up a 2-point lead again, 22-20. Harris will serve. Played well by that back row of Patrick Henry.
Great dig.
Huge play there by Charlie Forward. Joust at the net is going to be won by Ella Chrisman.
Again, great timing, nothing fancy. Just get up, flick the wrist, put it down. 1-point game.
I don't know, Patrick Henry has that big advantage at the net that they thought they would. Kill attempt's going to go long. Ball hung in the air for Harris.
And I think it's an away game for them. Maybe they're a little more on edge. But, as this set finishes up and head into the second one, we'll see what if Patrick Henry relaxes a little bit.
Harris Crossland gets a little lucky. It was a low serve that just clears. A big attempt and ends up hitting off the back wall.
Yeah. And that's tough. I mean, she's been hitting some hard cross-court shots. The block's going to have to adjust and try to take that away, force her to go down line or go off speed.
It's 23-22 now. Patrick Henry in front as we get a timeout as we wrap up this opening set. And our broadcast tonight brought to you by American Property Preservation, assisting homeowners and businesses to maintain and improve their properties, including excavating, concrete, doors, windows, siding, roofing, and decks. They have over 40 years of experience and do high-quality work at fair prices. American Property Preservation, give them a call, 574-376-5971.
Something big right now is Kinley's right now in right front, so one more rotation, she's going to go back. They need 2 points to win. This server needs to put the ball in. Stay in this rotation here.
Huge dig on that kill attempt. Streaks get another opportunity. Perfect setup. Kennedy Hurst in the middle puts it away.
It was great. Just a little off tempo. Blocker was just a little off. Good finish.
You got to give Carly Cruz credit for the pass there.
Great pass.
We are tied, and now who is able to rip off 2 points in a row?
That's exactly right.
It's going to be Reagan Went to serve. Streaks get a good one. Huge dig there, forward again. And partially blocked at the net, but not enough. And the Streaks are going to have the opportunity to win this opening set.
Right now we're looking for Patrick Henry, get a good pass, like I said, inside 10-foot line.
Wentz serve goes long.
That's tough.
New life for the Patriots. Can they get 2 in a row? Kinley Crossland to serve. Ball's going to come up to the net. Nice job to keep that in play. So Heber again, the freshman, with a heads-up plays. We're going to get another timeout on the floor.
For a freshman, a lot of athleticism, a lot of touch there. Great hustle by the freshman on the other side, Molly Harris, trying to make a hustle play. Just was a little late.
So is this what you were hoping for?
100%. This is great.
I'm
glad I'm up here and not down there. As a coach, you just want your girls to finish, and it's so hard to get them to relax and just stay within the moment. But here's the deal. Archbold, they're just trying to get their serve back. Patrick Henry, they got to put this serve in to give themselves a chance. And like you said before, who's going to win 2 points in a row? Patrick Henry has the chance to do that.
So the Patriots have a chance to win this opening set. Kinley Crossland with the serve. It's going to be dug out. Streaks get the chance. Nice job by Feehan to keep it alive.
Great set.
Huge job on the diving effort. Second opportunity is a good one, and it's Patrick Henry that wins the opening set.
Great set by the setter. She was backing up a little bit, but gave a great tempo ball to her middle, who had an aggressive swing and took it and finished.
PH is going to win our opening set. They've got the early 1-0 lead. Let's take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Discover your potential at Four County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose Four County Career Center.
Randy Roberts, John Hornig back with you here from the Thunderdome. 26-24. Patrick Henry able to get that first set. Someone in your family is going to have to take a picture of that. I know they're watching. They're going to.
My sons were all about this opportunity, and It's great to have kids that love you and
were they mad I didn't text them? Is that what was going on?
They would have.
Was Austin
they
a little upset?
Yeah, Austin was a little upset. Yeah, but he'll get over it. He'll get over it. Yeah.
So we expected a lot of high-level volleyball, and that's exactly what we got that opening set.
Great first set, 26-24. Even at the end, you could just kind of feel girls were loosening up a little bit. I think starting out, the serve receive was a little rough on both sides, but net play has been huge, the blocks and the swing. So I think as much as the serve receive, back row players can make it easier on the setters, the better it's going to go for their hitters and give options and allow the other team to have a tougher time reading where that ball is going to go and set up their block.
So both teams, by the way, in the middle of a long run of quality matches. Both of these teams are going to be back in action on Thursday in non-leaguers, taking on teams of the GMC. For Patrick Henry, they're going to travel to Ayersville, an Ayersville team that's been known to kind of jump up and
I saw
fight
them
someone.
play against Bethel. They're a nice team. They always are.
Archbold, by the way, they're going to be here against Fairview, and we all know what Fairview volleyball's been.
Especially the last few years, they've really built a solid foundation to their program. Be a great match as well.
Set number 2 now underway. It's one of the longer volleys we've had tonight. A diving effort again. We got to just, both teams have laid it all on the floor.
They do, and it's tough. I mean, that set was off net. They made a great swing. The zone 1 was a little bit open, just a tough dig.
So here's Kinsey Weber to serve. Got that opening point for Patrick Henry. And she's going to add an ace to it.
When we coach, we talk about you got that 30 feet on the other side of the net to read that serve coming across. It just seems like they're not quite using that. They're waiting for the 10 feet right before it gets on them, and it's tough to make a good read on those serve receives.
So Weber to serve once again. She's got the first couple of points. Dig just a little bit off target, but Archbold able to play it. And a good setup for Patrick Henry, though. They got exactly what they wanted, and it ends with a Karis Crossland kill.
Hey, and most times they go three contacts. That was a great first ball to the setter. She set up her hitter, finish on 2. Great start.
Can you save those extra ones for later? Does that mean next time they get 4?
I don't think they'll allow that. We'll see what the guys in the white shirts have to say.
I don't know.
Yeah, they probably won't.
It's amazing they'll let me call volleyball now with the limited knowledge I have of the sport. John's known that forever, though.
Hey, I'm sure the sport's grown on you a little bit, right?
It has. Long volley in this one as well. Archbold trying to get back on the attack. Another block. That wall has been built a handful of times. Ada Chrisman, we mentioned, just the number of blocks she's had on the year just seems to be at the right spot.
Yeah, and in the middle read that set really, really well, and we got out to the outside. By the time Molly was up, they were there ready for it.
So Weber continue to serve now 4-0. Last thing you want to do if you're Archbold after dropping that opening set. Fall behind early.
They're just reacting so late and really swinging really abruptly at the ball. It's really hard to control it and give their setter some options at the net.
So Weber keeps serving. She's got the first 5 points of this second set. We've both have seen it. We know it can be done, but so hard if you fall behind 2-0.
It's tough, and this game is built, and the success is on momentum and who can hold that the longest.
Good dig as Archbold got on the attack. That was just not quite going to clear the net for Karis Crossland. So that's got the Archbold student section up. They're ready to make some noise.
Well, now Archbold has Hurst back in the lineup. Their kill leader, so hopefully they can get her the ball and get something going.
Starts with a good serve by Ripke. That's what happened instead. It's Patrick Henry, and then a good setup and the finish for Chrisman.
Again, to me, I just feel like Patrick Henry has relaxed a little bit. They seem a little more loose. Setters and hitters seems like there's better connection, so I hope Archbold's ready to go because I think they're going to have to start owning the net a little bit more and have a better first contact for their setters.
They had some problems there, but we're able to clear it on the serve by Heber. Now it's that from that back line, Patrick Henry with no problem. Archbold trying to go on the attack. The Patriots get a block, a second opportunity, however, just out of play.
Aggressive play, just unfortunate she was underneath it and hit it out of bounds. Great break for Archbold.
It's going to lead to a serve from Beneke. Beneke clipped the net. Oh, a little confusion. A couple players run into each other for Patrick Henry. One of the rare times they've had a miscue like that.
Yeah, and it's tough. The setter's got to try to get the second ball, and she got screened off of it. It's tough to make that work.
So Beneke to serve once again. Archbold trying to get back into this one. Get the opportunity there, and they're going to call that one in. Yep, finding the corner.
Yep, touch off the block.
It just looked kind of odd. You saw the setter there, I think it was Weber, kind of run around a teammate to get in position.
Yeah, and you can tell she's played a lot of ball. I'm assuming she plays some club ball. She's used to getting around obstacles to get to where she needs to be.
Patrick Henry gets the serve back on the deflection.
A free ball, Patrick Henry. See if they put it away.
And that's exactly what they do to the near side, coming back to Kinley Crossland. And Debbie Coller's seen enough early. She's going to take a timeout. So 8-3 as we play in the second set in our game tonight, brought to you by Precision Ag Services. Precision Ag Services provide agronomic consulting for Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. They have over 35 years of industry experience. Call Josh Beaverson at 419-490-8129 or visit useprecisionag.com for more information. We're also brought to you by Laramie & Sons, sports cards, collectibles, and supplies. Check out their locations in Holland, Rossford, and Temperance, Michigan. Don't forget about game nights in Rossford, including Pokemon on Thursdays and Magic the Gathering on Fridays. For all the latest updates, follow Laramie & Sons sports cards, collectibles, and supplies on Facebook. Found out my partner John has visited Laramie's Cards in Holland a few times.
Highly recommend.
So it's always nice when those two worlds can come together. Now, one of the rare times Archbold's been able to go through a Patrick Henry block.
Yeah, they tool the block. You know, good timeout by Coach Culler. Hopefully get a reset here. And need to make a little run of their own from behind the service line.
So Molly Harris with the serve. Patrick Henry's able to playable ball. And that one's going to say out of bounds.
Long.
Just missed for Crossland.
Good swing.
So Streaks get another chance as Harris will serve once again. Harris catch the top of the net.
A couple inches and it's over. Probably a tough ball to receive.
So that'll turn things over to Karis Crossland to serve for the Patriots. Took just a little something off that one, but it's going to be set up.
Swing by Hurst.
Good play there, Kennedy Hurst.
Sometimes it takes something a little bit like that to get your team fired up, come back with a couple of quick points.
So Reagan went now to serve.
There's one.
Able to put that one right in front of the libero for Patrick Henry in Feehan.
Libero made a good adjustment, took a step up.
So the ace cuts the lead to 9-7 now.
She served deep. Great strategy.
That's right. Goes short and then puts it right on the line as we take a look at the replay.
Excellent execution.
Cuts that lead to 1. Another short serve. This one is played. Set is going to leave Archbold scrambling a little bit. And now see what Patrick Henry is going to do with this ball. Back to Crossland, through a deflection, is able to get the kill.
Yeah, anytime they get a high outside to Kinley, she knows what to do with it. Great finish. But now she's in the back row, so could be an advantage to Archbold.
She's going to serve with the team back up 2. They have handled every rally that Archbold has. Well, it turns out you don't need the front line when you just serve an ace.
Well, initially I thought maybe it was going long as well, but sometimes when these girls hit it just the right way, it just drops at the very end, ends up in an ace.
That's exactly what happened. And now the second opportunity, that one ends up in the net, so you end up giving the point right back.
And you can see Patrick Henry's coach really frustrated. It's tough as a team when you have an ace and you follow up with an error. It's a wash. Momentum back to the other team.
So Carly Cruz will serve, streaks down a pair. Looking for the corner. That one's going to be played. Patrick Henry comes cross court.
Good hustle.
A diving punch made there for Wendt, but unfortunately ends up out of play.
Tell Coach Moran's trying to get his girls to fire up a little bit, knowing they got this 3-point cushion. Would like to extend that to 6. Maybe get that other timeout from Coach Culler.
There's an opportunity for Archbold. This kill attempt ends up out of play. Patriots able to get 1 point here. We'll go back with Ella Chrisman. Short, high arcing serve. Archbold has no trouble.
Great hustle.
Patch Henry had to scramble a little bit, but now here's the opportunity. The Streaks won it. It's going to be dug out and a great play made by Chrisman.
Free ball for Archbold. Just a little mistimed.
Ripke just left a little early. We're going to see the replay. Hung in the air as long as she could.
Yep. It's tough, and those will happen in a match. You know, setter, hitter will have to talk, figure out what happened, and try to adjust it for the next one.
And that lead now back to 5. It is 14-9.
What a block.
And now a block adds to it. See the replay there.
Outstanding timing and finish.
Well, Patch Henry did exactly what you said they would, John. Grew that lead back up.
Great
and
swing.
we get a whistle, and it looks like a net violation.
Yep.
It's going to go on Patrick Henry.
It's a good break for Archbold.
Stops the run. It's going to send Miley Gerke back to serve. Gerke. Angled
Great
serve.
pass.
Patch Henry able to play it.
Such a great receive. You know, the setter had 3 options. Great execution at the net.
16-10.
Back to 6,
Yep, back to 6. It's about the way this second set has gone. As Archbold makes a run, Patch Henry counters it. We've grown it out to 6. And they have the serve with Weber. Streaks going to play this one on the far sideline.
A little out-of-system volleyball.
But it all works out. Molly Harris is able to find the corner.
And sometimes it's about placement and how hard you hit it.
Streaks will serve down 5. Over to Lexi Ripke. Ripke from that back. One rolls up the arm of Crossland. She's able to get it back.
Great pass.
High in the air, ball's unable to clear the net.
Kind of awkward at the net. You really hope, you know, people stay on their own side. We don't have any ankle injuries.
So lead stays at 6.
Good swing.
Hurst is able to cut into it a little bit. She makes a good play.
I think right now with Hurst and Harris in the front row, Archbold really needs to keep this serve. Try to get their offense going at the net, cut into this lead.
Here's Autumn Beneke to serve. A good serve, see what Patch Henry can do. But it's a good setup, and it's just so hard to answer that.
You can't do much with that. I mean, height, skill, speed, power. Block was a little bit late. You just hope they hit it right to you.
So here's Feehan to serve. And played by Went.
Nice swing.
Tried to get the reaction in that back row. Just a step too late.
And sometimes you just need to do that as an offense, the setter, you know, the front row's been blocked a few times. Give it to the back row player. Change of pace.
It worked that time for the Streaks. Now Patrick Henry try once again. Now Archbold get a ball. They're going to try it again from that back row. Nearly got it a second time. They will, as that return's going to end up out of play.
Okay, 1 point at a time, cut it to 4.
Let's say Archbold's got Patrick Henry sweating a little bit. Harris with the serve, but it ends up in the net.
In volleyball, you always want to be the first one to 20, so Patrick Henry's got a chance to do that right here.
Here's Karis Crossland to serve. Floating serve might have been headed towards the back row, but it's played by the Streaks. A little confusion. Two players going for the ball, but it all works out. Blocks a good one. It's going to give Archbold second opportunity. Deflection at the net. Patch Henry from the back will go to Heber. That one's dug out well by forward. Patriots had a heads-up play trying to catch Archbold napping. Quick set over. Back to Crossland. Now from the back, that one dug out.
Great volley.
And unfortunately for Archbold, ends up out of play.
Plays like that, it's always good to come out and get that point. It's a big momentum shift. Coach Keller sees this the right time to call a timeout. I agree with her. So
yeah, she's going to use her second timeout of the set. So Patch Henry leads this one 20-14. Our game tonight brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Main Stop supports local athletes. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursdays. Coffee, cappuccino, or fountain pops. Only 79 cents all day long. Use Marathon Rewards at any Main Stop and get at least a nickel off every gallon purchased. And of course, as always, Main Stop is the best stop. Also brought to you by Bev Bundy Realtor. Call an experienced professional when buying and selling real estate. Bev Bundy is over 30 years in the real estate business and has sold over 5,000 homes. Call Bev today at LPG Realty, 419-290-4238. Can Archbold battle back from 6 down? Well, Patch Henry fans wanted 4 hits in Archbold, saying that one never cleared. Streaks unable to get the ball over anyway, so in the end they get what they wanted.
they did, and Archbold's really got to, again, work on serve receive. They're out of timeouts. The lead has grown a little bit more now.
Short
Great
serve
hustle.
catches the net. Streak's able to play it. That one's going to be ruled out of play. That was a close one, looking for the corner.
Right angle, just a little too far.
It's Karis Crossland to serve once again. Crossland does a better job with the serve, doesn't catch the net.
What a swing.
Attempt there. Nice hand as the ball bumped back into play.
Sure, that's one of the dads down there showing his volleyball skills.
Well done. Streaks are going to have to put a run together. Play from the back row, that's going to be ruled in as Heber comes up with a big play.
It's about the third one here in the last few points where they've getting it back row to her just enough to keep it in.
So here's Karis Crossland to serve. Crossland serve.
That's a great play by the setter.
Somehow made it over and stayed in play.
Got to keep fighting.
Coming to Heber. With the heads-up play at the net for Ella Chrisman off the deflection right to her.
Yeah, Archbold coaches wanted a net call there. The net's still moving a little bit, so we'll
Is that
have
good?
to keep moving. Nope.
Ball up for Patch Henry, the chance to put this one away. They're going to go to the far side, trying to go cross court. Cruz will catch enough of that one, and there's a play just in bounds.
Again, just fighting for that next point. One at a time.
Carly Cruz with the serve. Feehan gets the dig from the back row. Here's Crossland. He's going to roll off Cruz, and it's going to be a point for Patrick Henry. And the Patriots are going to be a set away from the sweep as they take set 2, 25-16. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with set 3 right after this on NWOhio.live.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Discover your potential at 4 County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose 4 County Career Center.
Nothing so far for Patrick Henry over Archbold as the Patriots have taken the first 2 sets. 26-24, now 25-16 is John Horning back with me once again. Again, appreciate you coming in and
It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you inviting me. And again, it's good volleyball, good atmosphere. And volleyball, no one's won anything yet. You got to win 3. So Archbold's got to come out right away, not get down early. Really serve, receive well, limit their Patrick Henry serves, and then just try to give the setter options, get some good swings at the net. Force Patrick Henry call their timeouts early and get their own swings and kills.
Once again, we're going to be back with you on a Thursday night here on NWOhio.live. And early on, I believe the matchup right now, we know it's going to be in the Buckeye Border Conference, and we've kind of circled Pettisville Hilltop as our matchup. So looking forward to heading back to Hilltop and also seeing all of our old friends like the rest of the Horning family from Pettisville.
I think it's always good when you guys give the Blackbirds a little love. Like I said, it'll be a great game over there with the cadets. And
there is going to be, already was going to be a lot on the line in that one, but seeing how some of the results of the BBC go tonight, it could be ultra important matchup.
We're playing striker tonight, and yeah, we got to get that win.
So if something changes, we'll let you know. But right now, our plan is to head over.
Well, that's a way to start a set.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
You see the replay here. John mentioned it on the timeout. Patrick Henry seemed to kind of strike first, whether it's serving an ace or getting a play like that. And it's Chrisman that kind of sets the tone.
Those 3 contacts were perfect. Pass set, aggressive swing.
See if Archbold can match. Harris is going to try. That one's going to be
what a
dug out.
dig, yes.
Of a block is going to be deflected out. Patrick Henry's going to have the early 2-0 lead. So it's been Weber that started it. Her serving's been fantastic tonight.
She's been solid, yep, all night.
So looking for the back row, a little long, so
is that our jinx?
Yeah, it won't be the big run for Patrick Henry. You know it's going to happen at some point. So Lexi Ripke to serve.
Nice. Good float serve, good tempo.
Yeah, right at crossing, we're going to see the replay here. Just a split second late.
Just in that 5-6 seam, make 2 people move, late read, easy point.
I'm sure all those things mean something.
Yeah, so there's six spots on the court.
Oh, okay.
So
there is 6 of them out there.
As coaches, we like to let a swing by Hurst. Again, great tempo, set by, wow, good finish. Yeah, so as coaches, we want to be strategic in where the ball is placed. Maybe it's to someone who thinks a weak receiver, or like that seam was, you want to make 2 people have to move and communicate, and sometimes that doesn't happen very well.
So Lexi Ripke gets a big serve, and now it's Patrick Henry's turn. They're going to go to Chrisman. Gets the kill there.
I'd say right now, Randy, that Patrick Henry is certainly playing with a lot more emotion and hype. Archbold just got to stay the course, relax a little bit.
Heber gets a good serve, and a battle at the net. Archbold gets it to Patrick Henry. Crossland caught her leaning a little bit, but she's able to get it. Now, one hand slaps at the ball to get it.
Yeah, with the rule change, all that's legal.
And the Patriots end up getting the point here as we see the replay.
She is a beast at the net.
She's been hard to stop. Putting that on display again tonight.
And Archbold may want to think about moving their hitters around a little bit and force her to have to block in different spots. I think sometimes as setters and hitters, you get in a rhythm of going to the same person. It's a great block by Archbold.
Yeah, Hurst gets a piece of that one. Ties us up at 4. Beneke to serve. Patrick Henry gets that set up. Archbold gets another block. So they put a couple of them together here. Now Crossland from the back. It's a tough ball that Archbold can't handle.
Well, I like Archbold's fight. But again, they got to limit Patrick Henry servers. Be one and done and get back and serve and get some more points.
So here's Feehan to serve. Played right in the middle of that defense for Archbold. It's that setup. Just unable to get over that Patrick Henry front wall. Good dig and a ball for Patrick Henry's. Archbold's going to keep this one alive. Patriots getting that setup once again. They'll come opposite side and ends up with Kinley Crossland.
Patrick Henry, they keep rotating tall girls in that can all hit. It's really it's a tough guard for any opponent.
Feehan to serve once again. Patriots up a couple, and you can't get any more luckier than that.
Yeah. What's the saying? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Than good.
So
luck plays out there. 7-4. Archbold's got to play this serve from the back row, and they do now.
That's a great pass.
Patrick Henry gets another opportunity. One's going to end up in the net. Streaks get the serve back, trailing by a couple. Good serve for Harris. Patrick Henry had to play it from the back row. Now they get the set up. And got
great
what
turn.
they wanted. Yep.
Very good.
So Hurst able to get the kill as we see the replay.
This is what they've got to do. They've got to be the more aggressor at the net. Try to avoid the block and force their back row to try to dig up some fast-paced hits.
Harris to serve once again.
Good recovery.
Oh, Patriots had a little trouble, but it's a playable ball. Feehan, the diving effort, keeps that one alive.
Boy, I kind of thought that was outside the
Yeah,
antenna,
so
Randy.
I thought the official did too. He's trying to figure out where that ball was coming from.
That angle was...
Feehan had to stay down while her teammates played around her, and Patrick Henry is going to get the point as Archbold sends it out of bounds.
That's tough. Sometimes it's tough for the line judges. It happens pretty fast, and if they're not sure, they probably shouldn't call it. So
Patrick Henry picks up the point. Now we'll get a
Great
whistle,
swing.
and we'll get violation on Patrick Henry.
that blocker just came down on top of the net just a little bit on the finish.
Streaks get the serve, and now see Scarlett Brem come in.
Now for Archbold, Hurst is out, Molly's back row, so some other girls need to come up with some big swings for him.
Ball ends up in the net. So both teams going a little bit deeper into their bench in this third set as Riley Brent seeing some action for the first time tonight.
And it's good to get reps for all your players, and they just got to be ready to go. It's kind of tough when you've been sitting for an hour and have to come in and try to perform at a high level. Outstanding swing.
Archbold had no problem doing that there, as we're going to see this kill once again.
Block was out a little wide, left that angled shot on the outside, and Archbold executed great.
That's got Coach Culler fired up.
Now they got the lead, now they want to extend it. Great opportunity for Archbold.
Brem to serve once again. That one's going to be deflected. Patrick Henry pick up the point.
Good swing, 2 on the block.
Back to Kinley Crossland to serve now.
Great serve.
Seems like any time Patrick Henry needs a point, she's at the right
there.
time.
And like we talked earlier, she is a sophomore. There's a lot more of that to come for Patrick Henry.
We mentioned Heber a handful of times, a freshman, so this is a young team that's already talented. Cross-court shot ends up out of play. And this is what happened to Archbold in that second set. And now, thought we had an extra whistle, but the official's ready to whistle it in play. Serve's gonna end up just long.
That was really close.
Yeah. Carly Cruz with a chance. Streaks back to within 1.
Great hustle by the center.
Now it's Archbold gets the opportunity, coming to the cross court, and again, backing away and make sure she doesn't touch the ball with Charlie forward.
Great block, just went out of bounds, point for Archbold.
Ties it up, yep, back to Cruz. Cruz's serve once again goes to the corner. That's been a better effort Patrick Henry wanted, but it's Archbold stands tall with a block.
And you can kind of see it shifting back now a little bit. Patrick Henry's a little more quiet. Archbold picking up a little bit, playing with a 1-point lead.
Serve looking for that back line, just out of play. Archbold student section turning on their own line judge.
I will say Sue made a great call there. It was out.
Block, and Archbold somehow is able to keep in play.
Good recover, good blocker coverage by Archbold.
Looking for a play in the sideline. Carly Cruz just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Tough. Again, like we talked earlier, they just keep rotating girls up that jump high and swing hard. It's really tough as a defense to stay aggressive and confident when that keeps coming at you.
Patriots back in front now. The other one's not quite going to clear the net. Charlie forward needs just a moment. Patriots to serve once again. Forward, able to get the palm on it.
Good.
Good block, just reaching out. Jackson to play that one.
Free ball for Patrick Henry.
1-2 in the middle.
Setter kind of got sandwiched by her 2 hitters there a little bit, got hit in the head. Hopefully she's okay.
Looks like she's able to bounce back. 2 players kind of bearing down, looking for that ball in the middle of the net. Miss hit on the serve, one of the rare times that's happened.
Yeah, Patrick Henry hasn't missed very many tonight.
Talk about these teams serving coming into tonight. Patrick Henry at 92%, Archbold at 89. Numbers might be a little bit better than that.
I would assume both would be over 90 tonight.
Looks like that one's just going to graze the floor before it gets touched. Huge ace there from Miley Gerke. Gets the streaks back to within 1. Gerke, I want to catch the top of the net. The volleyball gods return the favor.
Hey, evens out at the end, hopefully. But now we're tied up again, so Archbold hanging in there.
Well, this is going to turn into a run to 10. Cherokee continues to fire away. This serve's got Archbold back in front.
A little talk between Patrick Henry's back row, trying to figure out, they look like they creeped up a little bit.
Cherokee to serve with the streaks in front. 16-15, trying to stay alive. Set up, that one's going to catch the fingertip of an Archbold player as Heber gets the kill.
Wasn't hit hard, but just in a good spot.
Patriots want to make a couple substitutions. It's going to put Weber back in to serve. Played well by that Archbold back row.
That's a great dig.
And it ends up being a good setup. Zeta Chrisman gets the kill, but that starts, with is that Jackson, number 9, came up with that play?
Yes, yep.
So another youngster, Harper Jackson, a freshman. As Weber to serve once again. Archbold able to play that ball. It's a good one, but it's blocked by Patrick Henry. Second and third effort sends it back over. Two players
good
nearly
mix.
Colliding.
Patrick Henry over the line, under the net.
You gotta like the effort there by Shirt, but unfortunately.
Absolutely. And Archbold did a good job that last set. They're just getting the ball back up, giving the setter options. Good pass to the outside. Now they got the lead.
There's Lexi Ribke able to rip off an ace.
Again, we're looking for that team to be the first one to 20. Big advantage going into the end.
Ribke gets second opportunity here. Ball jousted for at the net. Now Patrick Henry with the opportunity. Good block there as Hurst gets excited on the block for the streaks.
I think Patrick Henry may just take one more point by Archbold and might force a timeout out of Coach Marin.
Ripke gets a good serve. Good dig that ends up clearing the net. Second opportunity is deflected and a good point for Crossland.
Yep, big point for Patrick Henry there.
That's one we might have to come back to. Instead of getting Archbold to 20, it's going to make it 19-18. Yep. Heber to serve. As Archbold scrambling just a little bit. Another block. So the team blocks are going to be a humongous number.
Yeah, and that's why I just feel like Patrick Henry's just everything is shifted to that far side. Archbold doesn't do much on the backside where sometimes it's good just to change it up a little bit, but great finish.
Great setup. Chrisman. Yep, here it is again. Just puts it away, gave herself some room. That ties us back up at 19.
Yeah, both teams have their best front rows competing against each other, so we're going to see who owns the net here at the end.
So here's Heber to serve.
Great pass.
And get the setup.
What a block.
But a dig.
I think they got to try to avoid her. Oh, that's great.
Second and third efforts made. And what a play for the Streaks. Ada Chrisman's given nothing but trouble. Finally able to stick with it and pick up the point.
Well, I think she's got one more rotation. She will be out of the front row. At this point in the match, that could be a huge advantage for Archbold.
Autumn Beneke gets the serve. Now Patrick Henry trying to answer to get to Chrisman. That one's going to be played. Good pass. Set up for Hurst, but that's blocked.
Like I said, Randy, they just got to find a way to not let her be an influence in the front row. But now she's out, so now she won't be. 20-20.
Patriots will serve once again. Here is Feehan, their libero. Oh, by the way, another freshman.
As a coach, that's so exciting. As teams within the league, that's a little unsettling.
Streaks trying to make a play from the back. They'll get it again. It's the ball for the Patriots off a deflection.
Good touch by Archbold.
They're going to be able to play this.
That's why he's going to call that. That's too bad. With the rules right now, I hear what Coach Culler's saying.
Patrick Henry will take the lead on the Archbold error.
Yeah. There's a change in the rules this year where more of that double is allowed, which what that seemed like, but the official has the final say, and he thought that was an unnecessary lift by the Archbold setter. Big shift.
Feehan to serve once again. Now Patrick Henry has the lead.
Archbold's got to stay aggressive at the net.
Got a deflection that time. Good playable ball. Hurst's attempt is going to be blocked. This time it was Ella Chrisman getting involved. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor, so 22-20. Patrick Henry nearing his sweep in our game tonight. Brought to you by Brian Ford, your 7-time President's Award dealer. Celebrating 25 years in business. Visit them at brianford.com. We're also brought to you by Bricks to Click, saving you money on everything from toys to home decor. Save on Amish-built sheds, carports, and steel buildings. Follow Bricks to Clicks on Facebook or visit them 29133 George Street in Millbury, Ohio. And we're brought to you by Willis Electric, industrial, commercial, and residential contractor, serving our community and beyond. Visit willis.com to learn more. Sprint to the finish now.
It is. And like I said, at the net, Patrick Henry has just really made it tough on Archbold to get anything consistent going at the net.
Feehan continues her serve. Hurst gets a little touch at the net. Feehan, the diving effort keeps that alive.
Archbold needs one here.
They got the setup they want. That one's going to end up out of play. Going to their best player in the front row there in Hurst as Coach Culler is going to use her second timeout. So we want to tell you that our game tonight brought to you by Spangler Candy World. Make sure you visit Spangler Candy World, located on the square in downtown Bryan. We're also brought to you by American Property Preservation, assisting homeowners and businesses to maintain and improve their properties, including excavating, concrete, doors, windows, siding, roofing, and decks. They have over 40 years of experience. They do high-quality work at fair prices. It's American Property Preservation. Give them a call, 574-376-5971.
Last time out for Archbold.
Well, now they've got some work to do. Down 3. And now a little miscommunication has really put their backs against the wall.
Yeah, the set was between two of them, and there wasn't much communication. It's tough at this point in the match. Hopefully Archbold can get this next point here. Hey, big miss serve.
Feehan, who is on a run, turned it over to Archbold. Down the streaks, have some work to do.
And their own freshman here. We'll see what she's got.
It's a good serve. That one's going to roll off the fingers of Crossland, but it's playable. Trying to set up. Nope, they're not going to go to Hurst. Instead, it's the outside. There's a deflected ball, and the final point is scored by Kinley Crossland. And Archbold's going to end up going home with Patrick Henry will get the sweep as they take set 3, 25-21.
Great match.
That was.
Go ahead.
No, absolutely, sir. Floor is yours.
Like I said, I think net play and serving ended up being pretty crucial points for the match tonight for Patrick Henry. I think they ended up succeeding, being the better team in both areas, and both teams will have hopefully a good run in tournament as we're heading to that point in the season.
So Patrick Henry will improve to 6-0 in the NWOAL, 17-1 overall. Archbold's going to fall to 12-5, 5-1 again, 26-24, 25-16, 25-21. Our finals. Patrick Henry wins this one in 3. And our broadcast tonight brought to you by Precision Ag Services. Precision Ag Services provides agronomic consulting for Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. They have over 35 years of industry experience. Call Josh Beaverson at 419-490-8129 or visit useprecisionag.com for more information. We're also brought to you by Laramie & Sons Sports Cards, Collectibles, and Supplies in Holland, Rossford, and Temperance, Michigan. Don't forget about game nights in Rossford, including Pokemon on Thursdays and Magic the Gathering on Fridays. For the latest updates, follow Laramie & Sons Sports Cards, Collectibles, and Supplies on Facebook. And we're brought to you by Main Stops in Northwest Ohio. Main Stop, support local athletes. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursdays. Coffee, cappuccino, or fountain pops, only 79 cents all day. Also use Marathon Rewards at any Main Stop. Get at least a nickel off every gallon purchased. And as always, Main Stop is the best stop. So sweep for Patrick Henry. They now in the driver's seat in the NWOAL. And I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight.
Randy, thanks again for the opportunity.
So
and
absolutely.
I had a great time with you.
Well, we appreciate it. So we want to thank everyone for making our night possible here at Archbold. Want to thank Alan Gladio, the great athletic director at Archbold. Also want to thank Ken Reeker, the great work that he's done. Of course, John, the new camera young man that we found. So did great work capturing all those shots. So, and of course, want to thank John for filling in for some other guy who decided to go on a European vacation.
Watch out for Patrick Henry, Randy.
So that's right. I get it. He went on a holiday. So appreciate everyone watching. So again, it's a sweep for Patrick Henry. Don't forget, we're back in action Thursday night here, NWOhio.live. If anything changes, we'll give you a location. Kind of leaning towards Hilltop right now. We'll see how that plays out, but that should be where we are headed. So that's going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. We thank everyone for watching. So on behalf of our entire NWOhio.live crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching.